Thank you for clicking on the video. And today here at Nerdmembic, I have a special treat to present to you guys. It is called Heroes of the Maze. It is a 3D dungeon board game, and it was published by UK's Waddingtons back in 1991. And it's for 2 to 4 players with an age range of 7+. This is something we just had to get because we love dungeons here and we love Dungeons and Dragons, and nothing better than a 3D maze to just spark your fantasy and dreams and get your adventure kicks. I'll show you this all in a bit of the game components, and we'll do a how to play with the gameplay in a second. Hopefully you can hit that like and subscribe. It certainly helps out small channels like this one as we drive towards 1,000. And we have free giveaways going on, including a free first edition Dungeons & Dragons module. You can click on the link down below for that. If you're watching this from the future, I have a roadmap video of other giveaways we're going to do as well down below. All right, so thank you for listening to that. Now let's, first of all, just appreciate this cool artwork on the front. Usually most kid games will show the game components or the game board, but here you're just struck with a imaginative, kid-friendly painting. And you got the ogre here that is defending the center of the maze. You got an adventurer here, and he's trying to go after these magic rings. And basically you're going to try to get 3 rings, and that is the win condition. On the sides of the box, shows a small picture of the game board here. And it's the same on all 4 sides. So we'll just flip the box over, and you're struck with a photograph of the game board, which is really a 3D dungeon. It's one entire plastic piece. Very cool, and we'll show you that in a bit. But here's the ogre, and he's giving you a little warning here. Beware all you adventurers who dare to enter my kingdom in search of treasure. I, the evil ogre, will be lurking silently in the shadows of the magical maze, ready to pounce. You must get ready, get to the center and challenge me to take control. If you win, 3 precious rings could be yours, and you will be the hero of the maze. If you lose, you could be lost in the maze forever. Here they show you little pictures of how it will work. Basically, you have 1 player piece of your color, and you're going to start at your entrance here, and you're going to try to get to the opposite end here, where this blue player is trying to get to this blue space, the yellow player is trying to get to this yellow place. And once you're in this designated area, you can challenge the ogre to a battle. And we'll show you that later on in how to play with gameplay. So you're gonna move your player piece through these slotted areas. And then if you say roll a 2, you get to flip this dial here and change the configuration of the maze and move your second movement point. And you keep on doing it until you let go or exhaust your movement points. If you don't want to move, that's fine too. You can just flip the dial and see what happens. So let's get this box open. All right, so here you have a little greeting by the company, showing their pride and appreciation for you getting the game. Comes with a little serial number tag here. We'll set that aside. So we got the instruction sheet, of course. It's a simple 1-sheet page folded upon itself. And it has a list of components that we just showed you briefly already. How to play, how to set it up, how to do battle with the ogre. We'll talk about that later in our how to play portion of the video. And then on the back here, which is nice to see, it's a summary of what you can roll and what to do when you do battle with the ogre or with other players, actually. All right, but let's get to the main star of the show, and that is this fantastic 3D game board. How cool is this? Let me take it out and show you at an angle here. Keep in mind, this came out more than 3 decades ago, before Dwarven Forge even existed, or WizKids had their 3D dungeon modular system. This is fantastic. If I ever saw this as a kid when I was growing up, I'm sure I would have asked my parents for this, but it never came on my radar, or certainly probably not on your radar as well, as once again, this was only published in the UK. All right, so we'll flip it over. You can see it has a circular shape to it because it has these grooves here, which you can use to rotate the maze. So you have the dark gray color. Those are fixed walls. These light color walls, these are actually going to rotate. So let's flip it once here. And we'll flip it again. All right. So you can imagine if you were, say, the red player here, and you move your first movement point to go along any way you can. You can't go here because it's all blocked off. Maybe you will end up here. You then roll a dice, you rotate the maze once, and then you can now slip here if you wanted to, or stay in the same spot. So that is how you do the maze rotation, and you can flip it in the other opposite direction as well. So this is a really cool game component, and we just had to get this for the channel and show you guys. Let's also show you the components here. And so it has a paper insert here for a well of the to store these components. And you have 4 arches, and these arches are going to go along the entrance here. All right, we'll set that up a little bit later. You have 4 player pieces: red, green, blue, and yellow. They have pretty cool sculpts to them. They are identical, though. They have a wyvern or a dragon on the shield face there. And, you know, got their sword. Nice flowing hair there. So, your brave adventurers. This other piece here is the evil ogre. He's a little bit cartoonish looking. He's definitely hairy here. Reminds me more of a yeti, I suppose, than an ogre. But it is what it is, and fine for gaming purposes here, for child-friendly game. And then we have some rolling dice. This is the red movement dice. And we have 2 custom dices. This is for the hero, this is for the ogre. Has a sword for attack, shield for block, and some blanks faces. All right. And then this is the goal of the game, is to collect these magic rings. There are 9 of them in total. And they're simple little plastic rings. They almost have a dragon-like wing appearance there. So a pretty nice sculpt rather than just simple rings. So they put a lot of detail into this, and that's appreciated. There's some flash from the sprue. I might take that off later. And that is it for components, and it comes with the included plastic bag. All right, so I am gonna set this up for a 2-player game and show you how to play with gameplay with my daughter. All right, so we got the game set up here for 2 players. We got a yellow player, we got a red player, and then we got the ogre in the middle with all the magic rings in the center area. So once again, the goal of the yellow player is to get to the yellow space right over here, and that is sort of opposite of his starting gate, and the red player is trying to get to the red space on the opposite side here. Once each player reaches their location, slotting through the maze here, they can challenge the order. So when you move, you roll a dice, and whatever you roll is how many times you can move this dial. And when each time it clicks, it moves all the walls 1 rotation this way or 1 rotation that way. It's up to you which way you want to go. So for example, if I rolled a 2 here, I'm gonna slide all the way I can to any spot I want. I could stop in the middle or whatnot. I cannot jump over walls, whether it's a light gray wall here or a thick gray wall here. And then I can rotate this dial, move again, and then rotate the dial for my second turn and move again. Once you reach this location of these colored spaces, the player can challenge the ogre, and they will roll a combat dice. The player that is attacking will try to roll a sword. If they do, they attack the ogre and defeat him. If they fail that, the ogre attacks, and if you roll a blink, that means the ogre wins. If you roll a shield or sword, that means the player actually blocked it with those equipment. So if the ogre wins, the player that attacks him goes back to their starting point. That's pretty obvious. But if you win the battle, you collect one magic ring, and then you are actually in the center of the maze and get to control the ogre. And then you place the ogre to your starting space and then use this ogre trying to defeat the other players. If you attack another player, you get another magic ring. So once again, the goal is to get 3 rings, and that's how you get more rings, because when you attack the ogre, you only get 1 ring. Now, if the opposing player attacks a controlling opposite player here. So for example, if the red player attacks this yellow player once they get into their slotted location and wins the battle, then this red player will now be in control of the maze. They get a magic ring themselves, and this yellow player goes back to the starting point, and the ogre will go to the red starting point. So that's essentially how you play. All right, so let's get this going. And I am going to have my daughter play red. I will be yellow, and my daughter will go first. So go ahead, Emma. Why didn't you roll for your first? Yes.
Yep.
All right. So you rolled a 4.
Okay.
So,
first action. I want to move it.
Yep. Yep. That's 1. Just slide through. Good job. That's 2. 3.
4.
All right, cool. So my turn, I'm gonna roll. I rolled a 4, I'm blocked, so I'm gonna have to rotate this. So I'm gonna rotate 1, I'm still blocked, I'm gonna rotate again, so that's 2. And I slide all the way there. I'm gonna roll it, let's see, let me actually go here, and I can rotate it the opposite direction. The opposite direction, that's 3, I'm going here, and rotate it this way, and that's 4. I can slide all the way up here. Okay, your turn.
2.
So you can move first if you like. No, you're gonna slide, okay.
2.
All right. All right, so my turn. I'm gonna stay in this location. I'm gonna rotate it. Okay, that's, oh, I forgot to roll, sorry. 4, so that's 1. I'm gonna roll or slide here. 2, 3, and with 3, I end up right here, but the gate to the ogre is still blocked, so I get one more turn, that's 4. And unfortunately, it's partially blocked, so that does not count. I have to make it all the way open.
Nice.
Okay, your turn.
I only have a 1.
Yep. So you can move first, remember, if you want to. You can slide first. No, I guess you're blocked. Oh, wait, you didn't roll all the way. Okay, there you go. Okay.
Okay.
All right, my turn. I'm still blocked here, so I need to roll. I get to roll 6, so for sure I could get the gate open. So I need to roll it just 1 time. So I'm going to challenge the ogre. I'm going to roll a yellow, and I get a sword. Oh, got lucky. All right, thank you, Emma. So once again, I get one of these dragon beautiful rings. Ogre goes to my starting point. I control the maze now. It is your turn, Emma. You're really close to challenging me. So that's 2. You got 1 more. Oh, it's blocked.
No,
that
was a full one.
No, that was, see, when it's like that, it's 1 and it's halfway blocked. Okay, so that's your 3. All right, my turn, so I'm gonna roll, and basically I'm rolling for the ogre. So I can't move, so I'm gonna move the dial. It's 1, 2. I'm trying to get to the red player. 3. And we're going this way maybe. 4, 5, 6. And I could challenge you.
Okay.
All right, so I believe ogre rolls dice first. Yes, so I rolled the ogre dice first. And you blocked it with your shield. Lucky. And you roll a shield, so you did not win that battle, so we're still going. And failed. I'm gonna, you blocked it, and I did not attack the wound. Oh, I got you. Sorry about that. So you are sent all the way back to your start point, and I get another ring. So now I got 2 rings. Okay?
Okay.
All right. But it is your turn, so you get to roll. 2, 1, and you go. Right? Okay, so my turn. I'm gonna roll the dice. I'm gonna roll 5. I definitely could find you, I think. I'm gonna go here. 1. I'm gonna go here. 2. Here, ogre's gonna find you. 3. Okay, so I'm gonna challenge you again. But let's see. Let me go roll first. You blocked it with your sword, and you missed your hit. I do not get it. You do not get it either. Oh, I got you again. I'm so sorry, Emma. But you are sent back to the beginning here, and I get another
You
ring.
have 3 rings.
I do have 3 rings. So I am the victor. All right. Arrgh. And my ogre did his job. All right. And that is Heroes of the Maze. Did you have fun?
Yeah.
Yes. So we played this a couple of times. We'll probably play it again tonight. But thank you for watching. That is Heroes of the Maze here. And once again, it contains this fantastic 3D maze and dungeon. Pretty cool to check out. Hopefully you can find your own copy and keep on adventuring out there. Thank you for watching, everybody.